Hi, Inez Barberio here, and thank you for joining me again this week as we are going to be discussing the topic of public speaking. If you are interested on my top 10 tips on becoming an effective public speaker, keep on watching. So, for tip number 1, know your audience. Know who you are speaking to. Is it to your students? Is it to the peers? Is it to coworkers? Or is it just to a bunch of strangers? Whatever it may be, it's essential to know who your audience is so that you may tailor your speech and be able to effectively communicate your message to them. How you speak to a group of doctors may very well be very different to how you speak to a group of school-age children on the very same topic. Tip number 2, organize your thoughts and materials. Be sure to provide a framework on what your topic is about. You may want to present a PowerPoint presentation, and you want to, if so, you want to make sure that the venue that you're speaking at has the necessary materials. Do they have a projector? Do you need to bring your own laptop? Whatever it is, make sure you have all the materials that you need. You don't want to show up at an event all ready to get online and then realize that they do not have Wi-Fi accessibility. So another tip, do not try to wing it. Do not show up at your public speaking engagement just trying to wing the information. It's only going to help you lose credibility, and you don't want that. You want to be able to be prepared to answer any questions as well at the end of your presentation. Tip number 3, start with the end goal in mind. Capture your audience in the beginning by letting them know what your end goal is. So start with that end goal. Go through the process of your speech with the body of it, and then end with the end goal. What is the purpose of your speech? What message do you want to convey? It is very important that this is addressed in the beginning of the speech, and then throughout your speech, you convey the message, and then you end it with it again. Tip number 4, engage in a story. Bring your audience in. Get them to emotionally connect with you. When you do so, it makes your presentation so much more interesting and keeps the audience's attention. While I was in college, my best friend and I took a summer course to fulfill an elective that we needed to complete for graduation. We decided on this class called What's So Funny About New York? Now, I don't know if it wasn't in the course description or I just didn't read it at all. Little did I know, the class was about how to become a stand-up comedian. It was horrifying. We were both so scared about it. Yet we stuck with it. Not so much because we wanted to learn how to become stand-up comedians, but rather there was really no other course that fit our time frame. Ultimately, it helped me become a stronger public speaker. Tip number 5, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Videotape yourself practicing so you can listen for the speed and the tone and your body language, facial expressions, all of it. Then you could go back and see if you're using fillers, which I admit I'm pretty guilty of sometimes with the ums and the so and the like, and we need to be very careful to limit those fillers. A great way of doing so is learning how to batch our thoughts into different groups. And in between each group, we take a silent pause. And the more you practice, the better you're going to be. Another way is asking family and friends to watch you. You could practice with them with the speech and get opinions from them as to how well you're doing and what areas you can improve upon. Tip number 6, be authentic. Let your personality shine. Be you. Be who you are. The audience will appreciate that, and you'll form a better trust with them, where they'll be more attentive to your speech. Now, a great speaker, I think, is Gary Vaynerchuk, author of Crushing It. He's loud, he's bold, he's brash, and he drops the F-bomb a lot. Now, but that's him. That's who he is. That's his authentic self. That's who he's comfortable being when he's speaking. And all his audience followers love it, me included. Now, that's not me. If I try to do his style of speaking, I don't think it would connect very well with my audience. So it's really important to be authentic to who you are. Tip number 7, eye contact. Yep, right there. I'm watching you. Take the time to look at your audience. Gaze at each audience member if you can, depending on the size, of course, and try and keep eye contact to about 3 seconds, which is a good time. This gives you an idea as to whether your audience is engaged in your topic and whether or not you're a snooze fest, which hopefully you're not. Practice eye contact, and trust me, it is not as uncomfortable as it may seem. Tip number 8, the power pose. This was made famous by Amy Cuddy. Amy Cuddy gave the second most viewed TED Talk there is. Cuddy explained that through this expansive posture, it gave you more confidence about yourself. So prior to each speaking engagement, somewhere, whether it's in the bathroom or a private room, I will stand there with the power pose in my Wonder Woman pose and give myself a little boost of self-confidence. Do so for about a minute or two, and you'll walk in feeling much better. Tip number 9, replace the words "I am nervous" with "I am excited." Both have the same type of feelings, and it's all perspective. So when we learn to change our perspective to one that's more positive, it will help us greatly, especially when you're standing in a room full of people. A while back, I was a guest on the show Harry Connick Jr. And as I was there taping, obviously I felt some feelings of little butterflies and nervousness. However, I just kept on telling myself, I am excited, I am excited. Upon completion of taping, the producers came up to me and asked me, "Were you nervous? Because you seem to be very relaxed up there." I told them, nope, I was not nervous. I was just incredibly excited for this opportunity. And thus, it made my segment come out beautifully. Tip number 10, visualization. Visualize yourself standing there, giving the speech, being awesome, being amazing, in that little power pose of yours, whatever it may be. The motto that I live by is believe it, see it, and achieve it. When you truly believe it, you're able to accomplish anything. And I know that I said that these were my top 10 tips. However, I have a bonus tip for you, and that is to learn from others. You can always learn from other people, whether it's a mentor, a friend, a coworker, and even go on YouTube. There's plenty of speeches that you can look up and watch. So learn from the best speakers there are. See how they engage with their audience. See how they let their information flow. See how they make eye contact. Also, I personally have a mentor who does speaking engagements, and I do frequently attend her events, and I'm able to learn so much from her. So always keep your mind open with the ability to learn from other people. So that's all I have for now. I do hope that you take these tips, you learn them, and you practice them into your everyday life, and get out there and become the best speaker there is. Thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe, comment below on what other topics you would like me to discuss. There'll be definitely more on emotional intelligence in terms of letting go of your fears, self-limiting beliefs, and becoming the best version of you. Thank you so much for watching. Much love to you all.